Hello YouTube, this is another Speed Machines United fantasy casting review. Today we're going to be going over one of my favorite fantasy castings of all time. This is Nitro Doorslammer. First released in 2007, it is made by Jun Amai, first designed by Jun Amai, and appeared in Hot Wheels Beat That. Now, I don't have the Beat That casting, but I do have the first editions. So, let's review it, huh? All right. Now, this is my favorite version of Nitro Doorslammer. This is the lime green one with the S14 on the side. I think this was also released in 2007. And now the thing about this casting that it no longer has and did have back then was, of course, the wheelie bar. Now, this is a plastic wheelie bar with a little clip to, there we go, clip to tuck it in there, and a pivot, or if you get your fingernail, you can clip it open and not break the wheelie bar like I did last time. Fold it out, and it'll catch in this other plastic piece here in the interior, like that. And then, boom, you got yourself a nice dragster. Check that out. Now, of course, they don't have this because of lovely cost-saving measures anymore. And nowadays, you can see... Oh, that one still has it, actually. Hold on a sec. Are all the ones that I picked? No, here we go. Nowadays, you have it already molded into the chassis, not able to be folded out, as you can see. Now, there are two versions from 2007 to, I think, what, 2013 they did this, but then afterwards they did this, but there's another color shifter version. Hold on, let me click this back up. There you go. Also, Trackstar logo right there. You can see that, top left. We have this one. This is the color shifter version that I've had since I was a kid. You can definitely tell. Kind of worn a bit. You can see in the bottom, it's molded shut. If we can just get a side-by-side right here. Yeah, you can see it's molded shut. And it does have some more detail. It has the springs for the pulley bar and whatnot, but yeah. Had a lot of fun with that one. But this casting is still being made today, and hey, it's a longer casting if you can only tell. And some castings, I'll go over one of them in a future episode, got shortened due to it being too long. This one keeps its longness. I had the most recent one that was released in a 5-pack, but I've since lost it. I don't know where it went, but this is the best we can do. I have a couple more to show you, and some over there as well, you can see. So, let's get started with the showroom, huh? First off, we have this guy. This is the first edition Nitro Doorslammer, originally released in 2007 in maroon. I guess dark red. Love the side graphics right there. Check that out. Now, let me just point out, Nitro Doorslammer meant to run on nitromethane, nitrometh dragsters from way back when. This is supposed to be a futuristic dragster. It's got the weird, oh, I guess futuristic taillights there. Got the hidden headlights on the side. See the 3 slits right there, and the engine. And it's essential seated. You can see the roll cage in the seat right there. That's better view there. Yeah, standard nice gold OH5 right here. It's nice little metal flake. And yeah, it's nice. Got Amai, the original designer, right there at the top. Now, next up, get in there. All right, we have this guy. Now, this was a super treasure hunt from this guy right here. It's definitely a questionable choice in the deco to make a super treasure hunt celebrating the 2016 Olympics, but you know what? It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Non-super treasure hunt version, right here. Let's put them side by side. It's more of a dark blue, the Super Treasure Hunt, but you got the nice muscle 5 spokes on it. This is the only Super Treasure Hunt version that's ever been released right here. And, you know, I just had to have it. Just had to have it. Let me turn them over. It's got, oh yeah. There goes the bottom 4. They don't have the Trackstars version, or Trackstars logo anymore. The old one had. See it right there? Next to Malaysia. Wonder why that is. Not much has changed. Well, oh yeah, I guess because the wheelie bar now sticks out and intrudes on the bank of the track. That makes a lot more sense, but I wonder if, what is it, this one still has it. Yeah, it does. This one still has it too. So, okay, it makes a lot more sense. I am glad, I am very glad that they kept that in later versions of the casting, because it just, look at that. It just makes it a beautiful silhouette right there, honestly. It is. And this was released, I think was 20... This screams like 2014, you know what I mean? 2014, 2015. This was definitely later. I think this was a multi-pack or like a something. I feel this was probably around 2019, 2021-ish. Again, this one has... Oh, really? Really? Okay. Well, shoot. This doesn't have the date anymore on the bottom, like the original one did, but I guess this is an older casting. Okay, maybe 2012. I misspoke. There we go. This one here, nice purple finish. It's got the Hot Wheels. It's not a treasure hunt. This is before that symbol meant treasure hunt. This is just... Or is it? I actually have no idea. I don't know when this released, but it still has the wheelie bar on the bottom and the scuffed up exhaust right here. This is the exhaust on the side, by the way, which is definitely an interesting placement. You can imagine flames shooting out of there. Yeah, but that's how it is now. They did make a McDonald's version. I bought this at a flea market for $1 because I just had to have it. And this doesn't have the flip-out wheelie bar, of course. Made for Mickey D's right there in Vietnam. And it's just, I don't think it has an interior. It's just red glass and no detail in the front grille. It's just enamel plastic. And closed OH5 wheels. Just 5-spoke wheels. Yeah, just, you know, cheap. It doesn't light up or anything. I don't really know what this was made for, but... Throw that over there. There's another one. I don't know when this one was released either, but I guess we can tell by the... Alright, this was before 2013. Alright. No... Interesting. They don't have the Trackstars logo on this one, but it still has the folded rear wheelie bar. Interesting. But yeah, this is... a nice casting. It does have, you can see the top there, June I imagine that would say. But it does say Trackstars on the side there. You see that? It doesn't say on the base. It's on the side. Interesting. Interesting. So, what do I make of all this mess? Let's get out the Super Treasure Hunt here. Now, I have to say, absolutely classic casting, even though A, it's still being made today, and B, it doesn't get the recognition it deserves, honestly. For being as old as it is, it's still around. Definitely one of... It still holds up pretty well, too, I'd say. And I'm glad they made a Super Treasure Hunt version, even though it's just the weirdest freaking decal to put on it, I'm telling you. Why would you not make it like something... At least something like branded for drag racing, you know? That's just like a celebratory whatever. This is like a pure drag racing thing right here. But I do want the Beat That version, and it was one of my favorite cars to drive and Beat That, and that's probably originally why I liked it too, is because it was in Beat That. Let's put that back here. But yeah, those are the Nitro Doorslammer castings that I have. Now to rate these, hey, I'm a sucker for nostalgia, but I gotta call it like you see it. I originally had this one when I was a kid, from way back when, like 2008 when it was released. But I lost it, and I had to buy another one in lime green. And what's interesting is that there are actually variations of this. There's one with a black base and one with a gray base. This one has the gray base. I have the black base down here somewhere. If I can find it, it's probably... Yeah, see, I'm not even gonna try and find that because it's just somewhere. But yeah, it has a black base, but this brings back nice memories. And honestly, I have to rate it nowadays a 9.7 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10 because hey, they don't have the folding wheelie bar anymore. Even though I understand why, it's just a hallmark of this casting. Absolutely, there it is. But just look at that silhouette. Look at that silhouette. It's just screams just futuristic concept. Everything. 9.6 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorite cars from my childhood and of all time. It's great. Look at those big turbos in the front. Oh my god. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright. I will see y'all for the next fantasy review. Bye.